welcome to another episode of Science. Our topic for today is reproduction of plant. Please open your book to page 51. Okay, before I will discuss to you this topic, let's learn first the vocabularies of this topic. Please write this in your notebook, and you can write also the Thai translation of each word so that you can understand the words that I will be speaking of this topic. Okay, number 1, reproduction. Reproduction. Number 2, asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction. Number 3, sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction. Number 4, flowering plant. Flowering plant. Number 5, non-flowering plant. Non-flowering plant. Number 6, grow. Grow. Number 7, produce. Produce. Number 8, structures. Structures. Number 9, spores. Spores. Number 10, blown. Blown. Okay? So, after that, you are going to practice reading the vocabularies, and after you read, you have to take video while you are reading and send to my line ID. Okay, send your video to my line ID. Alright, today we will define first the meaning of reproduction. What is reproduction? Reproduction refers to the ability to produce new living things. If a living thing can produce another living thing, that is called reproduction. Okay? Do you know what are the living things that can produce a living things? Another living things or new living things? Example is a plant. Okay? A plant, a green bean plant. Okay? A green bean or a durian. A durian seed. When you plant seed of the durian, it can produce a fruit, and the fruit of the durian has a seed. So you can plant another, you can plant it again, you can plant the seed again, and it can produce another new living thing. That is reproduction. Okay, so producing a new living things. Okay, in plant there are two types of reproduction. Okay, number 1 is asexual reproduction. Okay, that is asexual reproduction. And number 2 is we have sexual reproduction. Okay, there are two types of reproduction in plant. We have asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction, example is cycad. Okay, asexual reproduction, it means it means non-flowering plant. Okay, non-flowering plant. Example of non-flowering plant is cycad. Okay, cycad, there is no flower. Okay, as you can see, the cycad has no flower. Okay, it's reproduction that need only one parent, either stamen or a pistil. Okay, it has only one parent. Is reproduction that need only one parent. It is commonly found in non-flowering plants. Okay, this is an example of asexual reproduction, a non-flowering plant. Okay, a non-flowering plant, it means a plant that has no flower. Okay, next one is, but did you ask this in yourself? How do they produce? When, like for example, a fern. Okay, a fern is an asexual plant or asexual reproduction. A fern produces spores. Okay, spores inside the structures. Okay, as you can see, there is a inside the leaf of the fern, there are spores in it. Okay, and they are called sporangia. Okay, under the leaves called sporangia. Okay, this is called sporangia. Okay, this one, these are sporangia. These sporangia, when they are ready, when they are mature, these spores are blown away by the wind, by the air. Okay, it is being blown by the air and will later grow into a new plant. Okay, after that, this sporangia will be matured. This will be blown. Okay, this is inside the fern, the leaf of the fern. It's very small. When it is mature, when it is ready, it will be blown away by the wind and it will grow into a new plant. Okay, that's how they produce or reproduce. Okay, there are human. We have our own ways to grow a new plant. Okay, humans have own ways to grow a new plant. So you can see in the market there are different plants. Okay, they have budding. We have called budding. Budding is another type of asexual reproduction where a small part of a plant falls off and then grow into a new plant. Okay, you have to cut this in the stem. Okay, like this. You have to cut the. Okay, a square or a triangle, and after that you can put a new plant. Okay, and the new plant will grow in the stem. You can put a durian or whatever plants you like to put in here. Okay, a new plant will grow later. Okay, next one here is asexual reproduction. We have also called tissue culture. Okay, tissue culture involves the use of small species of plant tissue, explants which are cultured in a nutrient medium under sterile conditions. Okay, they will get the tissue of the plant and they have to put it in a glass. Okay, and they will sterile it. Of course, there is nutrient, okay, inside of that tissue of the glass. So later on the plant, a new plant will grow and grow and grow. Okay, so that is tissue culture, but that is being done by human. Okay, not by the animals. We have also grafting. Okay, grafting, we have to do this one in V position, and later on in our another topic we can do this activity like this. This is grafting. If you like to put a new plant, or if you like to grow a new plant, you can do grafting. It's the act of placing a portion of one plant bud. Okay, this is the bud of the plant. Here it's a bud. This scion. This is the stalk or scion into or on stem, root, or branch of another stalk in such a way that a union will be formed and the partners will continue to grow. So for example, if this is when you do a bonsai. Okay, so there are many bonsai plants in the train station. So beautiful. Grafting, do grafting. Another asexual reproduction. They are non-flowering plants. Example of this is fern. Okay, the ferns don't have flower. Okay, cycad don't have flower too. Moss. Okay, the moss don't have flower, and we have ginkgo. they don't have flower too. Okay, number 2, we have sexual reproduction or flowering plants. Sexual reproduction are plants that have flower, okay, like this. Chinese rose, okay. Chinese rose requires 2 parents. Okay, last time we talked about the parts of the flower. We have, in here we have estamen, or the male germ, called pollen grain, which in the stamen, on top of it has anther and filament, right? So this is the stamen of the flower, or the male part of the flower. And we have called also the pistil, or the stigma, or pistil, okay, or the female part of the flower. Okay, this is the male part of the flower, the stamen, and this one is the pistil, the female part of the flower. Okay, like for example, the rose. Rose is sexual reproduction plant because they have flower. Okay, they have 2 parents. They have stamen, and they have also pistil. Also eggplants, they are flowering plants. Okay, they have Chinese rose. Chinese rose, they have pistil and stamen. They have 2 parents. Okay, sunflower also are flowering plants. Okay, now your activity number 2 is write 10. Okay, 10 examples of asexual reproduction or non-flowering plants, and 10 sexual reproduction or flowering plants. And after that, you are going to send your answer to my line ID. Okay, thank you so much for listening, and have a good day, everyone.